Okay.
Good job, everyone. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Sarah.
You can actually change your name to, it says Zoom user, but I think you can go and actually put your name in there.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone know how to tell her to do that?
Unfortunately, not me.
I wonder. Let's see.
I think you just go up and click on wherever there's little dots, it might tell you.
Oh, I see.
Or maybe under chat, you might be able to put your name in. Well, welcome
I
everyone. Norma, do you want to introduce us to Rosemary?
Yes, this is my beautiful, wonderful sister-in-law, Rosemary Perez, who's going to be joining us next weekend. And I told her, why wait till next weekend to come to the meetings?
Yeah. Anyways, well, thank you all for joining us for our Friday feature Zoom on, what is today? It is July 30th. My grandson is 4 years old today. Woo!
Oh, happy birthday.
I wish I was there with him, but I made him a little card anyways. So I want to welcome you all. Why don't you just introduce yourself and tell us where you are? And then we'll kind of get the lay of the land.
I'm Cathe Oconnell. I'm in Lancaster, California.
Where are you at, Cathe?
Lancaster.
Oh, okay.
It's
Cool,
only
I can see you
103 here today.
103?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yikes.
Wow. Well, Carmen, you're probably the next warmest. Tell us where it is, how it is where you are.
In Bakersfield, California.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're worse than
warm.
me.
It's over 100.
Oh. Hats off to all of you. Okay, just start popping and sharing who you are and where you are.
I'm Sandy. I think my name came up now, and I'm from Somas, California.
Yes, we see your name. Thank you.
All right.
I'm Karen.
I'm Yvette.
Oh, go ahead, Yvette.
Okay, I'm Yvette, and I'm in Oxnard, California.
It's nice and cool there.
Yep.
I'm Karen Reilly, and I'm in Casita Springs, California. It's about 90 here today.
Now I know where you live. I didn't know exactly where you were. Casita Springs.
Yeah, right across from Johnny Cash's house.
Oh, I know exactly where you are. Now I know how to find you.
Just look for Betsy.
Okay, next.
My name is Rosemary Perez, and I'm from Simi Valley, California.
Is it warm over there, Rosemary?
Yeah, it's pretty warm over here. I have the air on.
All right. Yeah, I even had to do that a little bit today. Got a little warm in my tiny house here.
Oh yeah, and I have some animals, so I have to keep it nice and cool for them.
Nice. Tunyshia?
Hello, everybody. My name is Tunyshia Rodriguez. I am in North Hollywood, California, and yes, it is hot. Very hot.
And
I'm Norma Perez, and I'm in Oxnard.
all right. So what's the temperature over there in Oxnard?
It's been in the, it was supposed to be highs of 70 today, and I think it probably stayed about that. I haven't been out since this morning, so.
Very
Getting
nice.
a little breezy outside.
Yeah.
Nice. I like the breeze. Well, I'm Sara Hipple, and I'm currently in Santa Paula, California, and I have there's a nice breeze. I haven't checked the temperature because I've been a little busy bee today, but I want to thank you all for joining us, and I want to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing this evening. And if you have questions as we get to those sections, speak up.
Will do.
Great. Every other Friday, we do our team. We call it Feature Friday because we're going to be featuring whatever is exciting. And three of us, Karen, Tunyshia, and myself, just got back from the Palm Springs seminar. So we got some fun stuff to share with all of you, what we learned. It, of course, is the end of the month, so we want to finish strong. And we got some exciting dates coming up. Norma's going to remind us about, and I've got some recognition. And then we're going to be talking about what we learned in Palm Springs, and particularly how to reach a bigger audience. So we're going to start with Cathe.
Okay. Well, before we get started on the Coming Up month, we want to talk about how to finish strong for the month of July. And I don't know if you guys all got an email or a text today. It was either today or yesterday. There's some pretty cool specials that are going on from now through tomorrow. So I wanted to let you know about those. If you have customers that love royal jelly, they can get 2 for $99.
What size, Cathe?
The regular 1 point, whatever it is. I guess it's 1 ounce.
Okay.
Okay. There's a foot care special, the trio of foot care products for $36.
Wow.
The hand care duo for only $21. The volume control shampoo for $21. 2 precious proteins and a free hand cream for $49.
What size is the precious protein, Cathe?
The normal 8 ounce size.
Okay.
When I give you these prices, that's the retail price. So it's even half off of that when we buy it as consultants, if we're at 50%. So, you know, the 2 royal jellies for $99, it's not really $99, it's only $50. And that's 2 royal jellies for $50. That's a pretty good deal.
And
So
they sell for 76 now, right?
yes.
Each?
Yeah, they're 76 each, right. So also, if you're placing an order this month and you place a $450 order, they're going to send you a JF9 red as a gift. So anytime that you can get freebies, it's kind of a neat thing to have that happen. But the reason that we're encouraging, I know Karen is a VIP. I know Sarah is. I know Norma is. Anybody else out there? Tunyshia. All right, good for you. I haven't met Tunyshia before, so I didn't know that. But
Hello.
hi. So anyway, it's pretty neat being a VIP because we get special treatment in a lot of things. One of the things that's available to us are the gifts that we receive every 4th month. So if you are a VIP and you've done the $400 every month for 3 months, when you order on the 4th month, a $400 order, you're going to get the gift that's going on. Right now, we all just got our purses. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Karen.
Oh, I said, I'm waiting for mine. It's on its way, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got mine last week. So, and I know Sarah did. Norma, you got yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's an exciting gift, but what's coming up, I like even better because those purses are big and I'm little. So a lot of times it's like, oh my God, it's a big purse. What I'm excited about this time is the watch. And so it's on page 15 in your action brochure. And it's a really neat watch. It's silver tone. It has a turquoise face on it. And it says Jafra. So that's our next, we're working towards that next. So that's one of the things that we want you to work on to end your month. What else we have going?
What does it have?
The what? I didn't hear that. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about finishing strong. There are some things coming up that I'm excited about. So I'll wait and see if everybody else covers those. And if not, I'll tell you. But
Sounds good.
I think Norma's next with the dates.
Okay. So if you have your pencil or pen handy, the next big date, important date is August 2nd at 11 is a business meeting. And those of you that are I send group text to, I sent a calendar. And so I'm just kind of complimenting that calendar right now. So the business meeting is run by our general manager, Hudith, and she gives us some stats on, the previous month, but she usually has a really good guest speaker also sometimes. So that's something that if you can listen to that, it would be wonderful. If you can't because you work, because it's during the day, on the 2nd, it's at 11 a.m. They're always recorded. And if you're on our WhatsApp channel or our district page on Facebook, I usually put the link there so you can listen to it whenever it's convenient for you. And then Training Tuesdays, if you can keep that name in your head and just know that the beginning of the month, the first Tuesday is usually training on something to do with skincare. The next Tuesday, which would be the 10th, is usually something on color. And then the third one, which is the 17th, is usually something to do with your business. And so those are all at 11 also, but they're all recorded and you'll find them where I've mentioned. Our WhatsApp page. And if you aren't on our WhatsApp page, talk to us at the end about how to get onto our WhatsApp page. And then this week we have the virtual conference. Raise your hand if you've signed up for the 25 or 65 to be a part of that. So I see Cathe and Sarah and Sandy and Tunyshia. And if I say your names wrong, please correct me because I have to say it a couple of times before this old brain story. So that's going to be so exciting. And that is this week, the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th, starting at 1:30. Wednesday and Thursday are 1:30 to 3:30. And you guys you have this information in your action. So I'm just kind of reiterating information you already have. You have it in your action, and you may have gotten a flyer. And the flyer has the agenda on the bottom of it, the times that I'm telling you. Friday is till 2:30 instead of 3:30 because there's a gala. Whenever we have our conferences, they usually have a big dinner and it's a dress up and it's wonderful. And so since it's virtual, we're dressing up online. So that'll be fun. And that's from 5 to 7. And then our next meeting like this, our next team Zoom is August 20th at 6. And the reason it's not in 2 weeks is Sarah has a conflict, I think, on the 13th. Right?
Yes.
Right.
And then there's Feature Fridays. If you, as you're doing your business, if you think that, hey, I'd like to look into how do I make more money, more than just my 50% selling products. If you'd like to know more information about management, Feature Friday is put on by our regional director, Jackie Geisinger, and you are welcome to get onto that. We can give you the link or you'll see it on our, we have the name of our region is the Amber region, and we're connected with another region, the Onyx region, which is the East Coast, and they will put that information in the Amber Onyx region page on Facebook. So if you need to know how to get to these places to hear this great information, we will hook you up. And that's the dates that I have besides the calendar that I sent the gals that I have in my group text. And if I missed anything, feel free to tell me.
Very good. Thank you, Norma. Okay, now we're going to wait till the end to do our drawings because I didn't get a chance to ask Norma who in her team had, I mean, I know two of you that had the 400 because you, so I don't know if there was anyone else with the 400 last month for our $400 drawing.
I wish you had asked me earlier, I would have looked it up.
Okay, well, I can, anyways, sorry about that. I have a deadline I'm working on today, so a little distracted. Anyways, so I will do that a little bit later, but I do want to congratulate all of you for your consistency. And like Cathe said, this is a new beginning of those of you that are already VIP. Of course, you want to continue every month so that you will continue to get the benefits, because besides the gifts, there are special offers, but we are qualifying right now for the watch. And I agree with Cathe. I'm excited about the watch. So congratulations to all of you who got your, we're going to call it a tote bag, because it is a very large purse. So we'll call it a tote bag. And congratulations. But this month, I encourage you all to focus on at least 400 retail so that you can earn the watch. And it's a perfect time to do that because we're rolling right into the holidays. And I know there's going to be some really exciting things happening in August, because August the 6th, the last day of our conference, is our 65th anniversary. Now, I think you did say, Norma, that if you haven't yet signed up for the conference, you can still sign up for $25. And this is, you know, the girls are going to talk about Palm Springs. This is bigger than Palm Springs. It's our company once a year. Usually it's a trip, but this year it's going to be virtual. But it is really exciting. And this is where new products will come out. We're going to learn new info, new promotions. And I heard through the grapevine there's going to be color and skincare. So it's always best to get it firsthand. So if you haven't yet signed up, $25, and you can plan on going, and then you will not miss out on a thing. And they might make special offers available to those of us that are there as well. So I hope you all decide to go. Now we're going to talk about Palm Springs, and Karen's got something exciting to share, but Tunyshia, what did you want to share about Palm Springs? Was there something special you want to talk about, or do you just want to talk about what the experience was like? Because that was really your first, actually, Tunyshia and I met for the first time in Palm Springs, because we've been doing, your microphone's off, Tunyshia.
Only me. Oh, yeah, I did want to talk about the experience. I was able to sit in 2 classes, which were very good, but I think the in-person experience is what touched me the most. I don't know if all of you know, though, but I sell for 2 other direct companies. And I think, so I get really busy. So, and I'm also a chef, a lot of things. I got a lot going on. But just being there in person made me really want to work, and, you know, by the end of the year, make that decision, which 2 I'm going to let go. And being in person at the Jafra conference, it was great. You know, it was so spiritual and moving just to be one-on-one with other women. You know, wasn't on Zoom, because you know, getting that personal interaction and learning from each other, because I picked up a lot of skills from a lot of different women, and made some connections that I would have never been able to make on my own. You know, I think being in person, I wish the conference was going to be in person too, so that we can interact with each other and learn from each other and network together. So I'm able to expand with my business a little more just from that experience, being in person at the Jafra conference in Palm Springs.
Thank you very much. And it was a treat for us to all get to know you, Tunyshia, and to meet the person, you know, and your super cute grandsons. That was fun. And how did you like the gifts that we got?
I love the gifts. You know, I got me some makeup now to try because I didn't have any. I've been focusing more on fragrances for my business and skincare. But yeah, now the makeup, that's something I might be able to push in there too somewhere.
Tunyshia, I'm really glad that you said that the in-person thing meant so much to you, because that's why I'm in Jafra 45 years later, is because of the personal thing. And when you go to Palm Springs next year, you're going to see those same people there, and it's going to be like old home week. And as you go more and more into Jafra things, you meet them at different places. And you really do build a family of Jafra women. So I think you're going to be very pleased with that.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you went.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
And I'm sorry I wasn't there.
I'm glad Karen went too. And I do have an announcement. Karen received the Jafra Pro District Award. Woo!
Congratulations.
Yes, there it is. Woohoo! She went on stage and it was just so precious. She's sitting there. I'm like, she knows it's her. She knows it's her, because I said something about Soropsis, and I walk up to her and she looks at me like, what? Because we're supposed to walk. I go, Karen, that was you, didn't you? She just wasn't even listening that it could possibly.
Well, I was listening, but when she said Sir Optimist, I thought, well, I'm Optimist Club, not Sir Optimist. So
I said it wrong.
Yeah. So I thought, well, that's not me.
Well, that was a trick. I guess it worked. So,
yeah.
Obviously, I don't know what I'm talking about, but everything else I do. So anyway, so congratulations. We're really excited, and we're really excited to hear what you're going to be sharing with us right now that you learned at the that you learned in Palm Springs that you're excited about.
Do you have one of your cards with you by any chance?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
I was going to ask you if you wanted one of those.
Yes.
Let me grab it. Hold on, I'm going to stand up for a minute. Do you need me to get my keychain?
Sure. Okay. You have one?
Yes, I do. I was the first one. Okay.
Oh, so that's right.
Let me see if everyone can see this. This is
so cool.
This is it's my business card. It's real simple, but the really key part is this. And actually, if I hold it, I'm going to see if they can actually scan it. So let me get to speaker view. If you guys do speaker view, I'm going to hold this up. You know, I might be able, can you guys scan that? Or is it too hard to scan? Put your camera, just open your camera up. Is it clear? I can't tell.
It goes in and out.
I got to get it in front of my body. You know what I'll do? You talk and I'll go get the other thing, and I will see if I can just bring it up on the screen.
Okay.
Because it'll make more sense. Okay.
Yeah, it will. So what they talked about in Palm Springs is branding yourself, doing something that is unique just to you, kind of like what Sarah did with her card. It's her colors that make her happy, and she likes flowers, so it has flowers. It doesn't mention Jafra really at all, but it's her personal, what they call a bio link, or it will lead to her bio link. So what happens when you hit that QR code is it will take you to what is called her bio link. And then on that bio link, it'll have a picture of her, and then she's like holding a sign, but it's got all of her links to her website, her social media, sales and specials, and then she's got her RVs on the bottom. I mean, boats and RVs on the bottom. So it's all very unique to her. But the way they said to start out with that was pick 3 colors that you like, your 3 main colors, and then just kind of stick to those. We have your 3 main colors and then 2 other that you may want to use in there. And whenever you're posting on social media or whatever, stick to those colors as much as you can, as far as like the frame around your pictures or whatever with those colors, so that when people see it, they start to think of you with those colors. So Sarah, were you able to?
Yes, I have it. Well, just keep talking. I'm going to get it. And
so how it works is if say you're in a grocery store and somebody stand behind you and you realize, oh, I forgot my cards, but I really would love to get this person my information. So you pull out this little handy dandy keychain that Sarah's going to show you where your QR code is and it's embedded on this keychain.
I'm going to get an actual picture. You just talk and I'm going to get the picture.
And of course, it's got a little sparkly bee on it. So that makes it even better. But you show the person, say, oh, well, here, scan my QR code. And then they scan your QR code and that information is in their phone now. And of course, in the perfect, you ask for their information, can I get your information and I'll check back with you. But I thought it was really great, especially the fact that it doesn't say bye, bye, bye. It gets away from that pushiness, I think. It makes it more personal, less of a commercial type thing, if that makes sense. More of a one-on-one personal experience, I think.
How do we get it?
Well, the first thing you do is you have to create a QR code for your website, or actually for your bio link. So Sarah did.
Yeah, Diana helped me do everything. Diana Driggs.
Yeah, so she set up your website with all the links on it, right?
Yes, my bio link.
Okay, and then her QR code will go to that bio link where all of her links are listed. And what's cool about that, they may, go on there and be looking for RVs, and then I'll say, oh, Jafra, or whatever. Or in my case, they might say, oh, Origami Owl too, so if you have more than one thing on there, and I know like for Tunyshia, you said you have 2 other businesses also, you could have all 3 of them on there. And then just one branding for your whole business.
Yeah. So I like that. Those of us that are not friends with Diane Driggs.
That was going to be my question.
Okay. We can get you the information.
Yeah, and there's also free websites you can go to create your own QR codes. You just put in the website link that you want and it'll create your QR code.
Really?
And then there's places like Linktree. If you don't want to go to Diana and have her make one up for you, you go to someplace like Linktree where you put all your links in and it lists them. And there's another one, I'm just forgetting the name of it right now, but those are free. You don't have to pay for any of that. So you get your Linktree free and then get your QR code to your Linktree page. And then you're set to go. You got your cute little cards and QR code.
See, this is if you're speaking a foreign language to someone like me that's a dinosaur.
Okay.
So,
all right. So those funny little boxes with all the little.
I know what a QR code is. I'm just saying, you just say, oh, just go to Linktree and
Oh, that's the name of a website. I'm sorry.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Okay. Linktree is a website where you can make a free bio link, basically. It's free to go there and you put in basically all your information and it'll make you a little thing of links like Sarah's is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully I did the attachments right. Okay, so let me just tell you why you would want to do this. Okay, I'm back. I'm trying to see if I actually attach these so I can send it to you. You know what? The easiest way for me to do it would just be to text you all because it would take me too much. I'm not proficient enough, even though I keep taking classes. It's like, oh, I can do this in the class. And then you go, oh, wait, do I really know how to do what I'm doing? I'm still going to the Optimist class with your girlfriend. She's been great.
She is awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get on for a while, but I was with her and she's canceled I'm in the advanced class now, whatever that means. Okay.
The Zoom?
What was that?
Is that the Zoom learning?
Yeah, it's a Zoom learning. And what's really fun about it is we just practice. It's not like she's telling us everything. She might teach us something, but we're just practicing. And, sometimes I think I know what I'm doing. And then we're doing our meeting and I'm like, oh, wait, I thought I knew what I was doing. So I'm going to go ahead and text you all. So I've got Norma. The only person I probably don't have is And I've got Cathe. Let me just, I'm going to send you all.
I can forward it to Rosemary.
Okay, you forwarded to Rosemary. And Yvette. Sorry, Yvette. I just say it that way so I spell it right. And then Tunyshia. Of course, Tunyshia's seeing this. She probably has one of my cards. And Tunyshia, I always spell Tunyshia's name wrong. I obviously need help. And then Karen. Okay, so did I get everybody on here? Oh, and Carmen. Okay. Karen, Reilly, and Carmen.
How about Sandy?
Oh, Sandy. Thank you. I'm not looking at all your pictures. Okay, and then Sandy.
And we made ourselves beautiful just for you, and you're not even looking at us.
I think you guys are beautiful however you come. Okay, I'm going to send you the front and the back of my card. When you get this, I want you to take your camera, and of course, I'm giving it to you in a text. So how are you going to do that? If you can,
well, look at it on your iPad, and then you can
Probably.
If you have another device, it's an Apple.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have to be any, it can be any device. So for a QR code, you just take your camera, like you're going to take a picture, and then it pops open a little website. When you go to that, that's my bio link. And what's really cool about the bio link is it's live. And personally, you know what, everything in life costs you time, money, or resources. So you have to decide what you have more of. It would take me forever to do what Diana is an expert on. So I would rather pay Diana to help me do it. And Diana and I worked together, so she kind of, got the process ready for the presentation. So has anyone been able to open it up?
I'm trying to
figure out how to do it. But anyways, what happens, I'll show you a picture of what it looks like when you open it up, because I already have it open in my, what's really cool is you can choose whatever links you want. So even, whatever you're doing. So obviously one of my links is my Jafra website. Another one of my links right now, I have it on specials, but I'm going to change it to something to do with the opportunity. Then the next one I have is, it goes directly to my Facebook. Then it goes my business page, and then it goes directly to my my Instagram business page. And on the bottom, I have yachts and RVs. And Diana made me a landing page because with the company that we're brokers for, it would just go to the pop world. And obviously I want it to go to Gemini. So it's, so I will show you a picture of what that looks like, because but they're all live. So when someone, if you're like Karen said, if you're in line with someone and you got your little keychain, which, has the QR code on it. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it. And then she made it fun with Jafra, with a bee and a beehive. And I have it on a necklace, so whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, if you run into someone, I can just say, hey, why don't you scan my QR code? And then it has everything. And some people, you give them a business card, they may not go look up your website, but if it opens up a link where they just click on it and it goes to your website, do you think they'd be more likely to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it can be as personal as you want it to be. You could have a ministry, or you could have a service that you do, like Karen with the Optimist. She could have a link for that. So it kind of is all of you in one bio link. So I'm trying to get to remember where I have it open.
I got in.
Okay. And were you able to make the links work?
Yeah, the links work.
So let me see if it's on this page. No, it's on my other. I have way too many browsers on my phone now. I'm trying to remember what's what. Okay, here it is. So can you guys see this? I got to get it. Can you even kind of see that? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we call a bio link. So it's got I call mine ageless, okay, because I want it to encompass everything that I do. So And then it's got my face, so they know it's me. And then it has, oops, it says website. The next one it says wait, I gotta get it right. Oh, there's the camera. Woohoo! I'm gonna get smarter one day. Anyways, it's got my website and all of that. So it's really a
Too
cool,
close.
yeah, it's a cool concept because I haven't had a Jafra business card for a while, and I've been wanting to create one, and it's just, we've been, the person that was going to help me, we weren't connecting anyways. But everything is there all in one spot. So it's really, I love the concept that I always have it with me. And, I know with Tunyshia,
I love it.
with her catering, and she does braiding and whatever it is that you do, that you want to share. It's really a cool thing. So if you would like Diana Driggs information, I know she came up with a payment with a whole, thing that she can do for you. And
Very reasonable.
Yeah, very reasonable. So I will, do you want me to give you her number now, or do you just want me to send you her link? She has a Facebook page called Fire Up Your Social Media.
It's great.
Yeah, and Karen, you went to the training. Tell them about the training we went to yesterday.
Well, that's where I got a little bit more information about the branding, where we were talking about getting the colors that you stick to. Like my colors are going to be like a mint green, navy blue, and white. So I'm going to try to stick to those colors. And that was the one thing she talked about, is doing that and using the Canva and incorporating all that. Oh, and that was the other thing that was kind of cool. She showed you how you could go onto Canva, and they have a section where you can put your mouse over it and it'll give you the value of the color if you want to make it.
Actually gives you a number for each color.
Yeah. So
if you're trying to match colors, it's really cool the way that works. I had no idea.
Yeah, me either.
So it's amazing all the things you can do. But so she charges like $20 for a business card to design your business card. And then I don't know what she charges, $25 for the keychain with the bio link. And the bio link is underneath a plastic dome, so it's going to be protected. And then for the bio link, probably depending on how many links you have, the price might be different. So I'm going to look up Diana Driggs, and I am going to text her information, and you can let her know that I sent you. And okay, so I'm just going to share her contact information, and I'm going to send it to, who am I sending it to? Nope, I'm not sending it to her. I'm sending it to all of you.
Right.
Okay, I'll figure out how to do that. Okay, so if you can actually see it, it makes a lot more sense. And I'm thrilled to have that. Anyways, so I want to talk a little bit about social media in general. Does anyone have any questions about anything we spoke about so far? You got any questions, Rosemary?
No, not right now.
Okay. Well, the Jafra motto is sharing and caring. And that's one of the things I love about Jafra is you don't feel like, oh, I'm not going to share my secrets with you because you may take my business. Everybody has skin. We sell a product that people use, and they use it up, and they look better for using it. We get to use it all at cost, which is really wonderful. We get to earn free gifts and products. And so it really is wonderful the way that everyone shares. And so we had, we get to learn from each other. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about social media in general. How many of you are using social media in one way or another? Is there anyone that's not? So everybody's using it, right? Social media, right? I'm going to get back to the big view so I can see all of you, galley view. Okay, so everybody's using social media, correct? You're either checking people out or you're posting things. How many of you have a business page? Okay, so you can actually set up a business page. So you always have to set up, whether it's Instagram or whether it's Facebook, you have to set up your personal page first. And you can actually go into the Jafra training and they will walk you through how to do that. And hopefully you all have your website on, because Jafra gives us a free website. So hopefully you all have it on. You might get orders that you don't even know the person, but they're looking for Jafra and they find you. Has that happened to anyone here?
Yeah.
Yep. I knew it happened to you, Carmen. So if any of you need help turning your website on, just let us know and we can help you do that. But, I think in this last year when we were all separated and we weren't together, and Tunyshia, I totally felt it. I went in that room and I'm like, oh my gosh, my girlfriends, I miss you. I was going around hugging people, and it was just so precious to be with people that you love and care about, because the last time we were all together was Cathe and I went to the national conference February of 2020 before the world changed, right?
Yes.
So, and I value being able to see each other on Zoom. Nowadays I'm like, hey, I called my dad today. He's in Carpinteria in a senior living home. And there's just magic in seeing someone's face rather than just talking on the phone. So whenever possible, that's precious. But I did not know that Tunyshia was tall and slender like she is, because I've never seen her, in person. I've only seen, her upper torso. And so it's interesting when we all meet up with each other. But social media, we've all been reaching out to each other and connecting, but it is a wonderful way for people to get to know you. So tell me some things. One thing, everybody just tell me a thing you like about social media. How does it connect you with people?
You can go there anytime you want. Anything.
You can go and do what, Cathe?
You can go anytime you want, and there's information.
Yep, very flexible.
It's open 24 hours a day.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Anything else you like about it?
I have family in Italy and I get to see the pictures they post and feel more connected.
Excellent. Anyone else?
Right.
I've started talking to people that I went to elementary school with.
Reconnecting with people. That's beautiful.
Yeah, from second grade.
Wow, that's so cool. Anyone else?
I follow my grandkids.
Exactly.
So I know what they're doing.
It's funny because my daughter, who has my 3 grandchildren who are now in Colorado, she would post, and then she found that she was cared too much about being perfect, blah, blah, blah. And she just decided she was going to put it aside. Well, I wasn't motivated to go on as much. And I was busy caring for my mom the last, 4.5 years. And so I wasn't on, but then my daughter started posting, and she does all her stuff on Instagram. And let me tell you, my heart pitter patters, right, Cathe? And those of us that are grandmas, to see our grandchildren, or, the people we love, or even when my sister moved up to Washington, and I have another sister in Atlanta, just to see their life and stay connected. So, and how do you choose who you're going to follow, even if it's family? How do you make those choices?
You ask them to be your friend.
Yeah, but why, do you pay attention to everybody that's your friend on Facebook? Who do you choose to pay attention to?
I think the algorithm chooses it for you.
Yeah, but okay.
People
do you ever go
that
search?
have something in common with you.
Yeah, that have something in common with you.
Right, that feel the same way you do about things.
Okay, and Karen, you like positive?
Yeah, if people have positive things to say, or pretty pictures, I'm more likely to follow those type of people. The negative stuff, I'm going to just pass it by.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, and you're not, it's kind of like having friends. You don't want to hang out with those negative people. You're like, you want to hang out with the positive people that make you feel good and uplifted when you're together, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then, have you ever done business with someone that you've met online? Maybe they had a business and you bought something from them, or something caught your interest and you start looking at it and maybe purchase something. Yeah. So it's a proven fact that people, we are all, it's in the old days, it was commercials and infomercials, right? Nowadays, we get to see people. The people that you're reconnecting with, Yvette. You know, you find out, what do we have in common? You know, second grade, you know, who knew what you had in common? But, you know, you find what you have in common, and then you get to know people, and then you start talking to them, and you stay connected. Well, it's true that, and I'm going to share some facts that we got to have a special session with Judith, our general manager in Jafra. Hold on a minute. I just had my book and I set it down. And she was telling us some facts about social media. She said oh, here it is. It's on my lap. She said it's here to stay, that it's not, you know, it's here to stay. It's not going to go away. And people have found value in being able to, I mean, look at what happened with food being delivered to your house whenever you want it. I mean, some things have changed, you know, for the good, and people really like that. And so, so it is going to stay, and however we decide to stay connected and what device you choose to use. But people that we usually want to connect with are people that we know, that we want to do business with, and we want to stay connected with, are people that we get to know, and we like them, and we trust them because we're seeing them. It's like you meet someone, and I always say, you know, people, when you get to know them, their fragrance is either going to reek and you're not going to want to get close, or when I say fragrance, I'm talking about who they are, their essence as a person, or you're going to be more endeared to them, right? Because you're going to like them and you're going to want to spend more time with them. And so this is what's happening on social media. We're seeing people, we're seeing who we know and we like, and also who we might trust. So I wanted to share some things with you. I want to encourage you all to get you can share Jafra on your personal page, but you don't want to be, your business page is where you're really going to do business and sell. And there's a whole new concept. You know, Jafra gives us a lot of media. They give us our Facebook covers. They give us a lot of beautiful pictures of products. But, you know, anybody can put a picture up, right? And there's nothing wrong with putting the pictures up. And what would happen if you had a friend and every time you go to their page, they're like, look at this, buy this, do this, you know, and they're constantly marketing to you. Would you like that, Rosemary?
Oh, no. No, I would not like that.
Yeah, so you probably like, I'm not going to her page anymore. So,
yeah.
So I just want to share a concept with all of you. You all are unique and special. And there's people that connect with each of us because of who we are. And sometimes, you know, in our own girl thing, girls do this more than guys. We tend to compare ourselves and like, I'm not as pretty as her, and I'm not as smart as her, and I don't know as much as her, and I'm not as talented as her. And that has nothing to do with anything. Because you know, remember I just shared that example of when you get close to someone, they become more fragrant and beautiful, or the opposite. You're like, stay away. So, and they're beautiful regardless, right? You know, it's not like, oh, they don't have their makeup on, they look really cruddy, because you love them and you get to know them. And so that's what's true when people choose to hang out with us, whether it's on social media or whether it's in person. And right now there's going to be a lot more social media that we do, but it can build your business. And if you haven't thought about it for building your business, this is what we're going to start sharing things. And all of us that are going to the national conference, I got to, you may notice on our district page and also on my business page, it says elite leader, because there were the top 65 leaders that got to be chosen to go through a special training with Bella, who is going to be training us at the national conference. And so we got to go through that training, and she taught us a lot of great things, and she's going to be training more. So I encourage you all, get your ticket and go. You will be so happy you did. So when you think about posting, what do you usually think? You know, oh, I want to post my grandkids, or that's a positive saying, or, oh, I like that picture. I mean, when you post things, how do you decide what to post?
You post whatever touches you.
Okay. So that kind of shows who you are too, right, Rosemary?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if something inspiring, or I post it. If I'm sometimes even going to the, you know, just waiting for your groceries, you know, you see like a sign or some flowers or whatever's in your interest.
Yeah, in your surroundings. You're right.
Mhm.
I take a lot more pictures of
Yeah.
inspirational things than I post.
Yeah.
So would you all agree that when people do business with us, you are the brand? Would you agree that they're buying Jafra from Norma because they love Norma? They're buying Jafra from Cathe because they love Cathe. They're buying Jafra from Carmen because they love Carmen, right? So
Oh,
how are they going to know that they like you if you don't interact with them, right?
Right.
So Karen was talking about branding, and she was talking about, we're going to create our brand. But did you know that you are your brand? You are the most important brand, because we can all go to the mall and we can choose which store we want to go into and which one we want to avoid. And somewhere that maybe didn't make us feel good and we didn't feel valuable, I'm like, I don't need to shop there, right? But somewhere that you went and they made you feel good and you liked what they had, you're going to keep going back and you develop relationships. Walk in and they go, hey, Karen, oh, it's great to see you. And they interact with you, right?
Right.
So you are the brand. So do you think people are going to get to know you if you just post pictures?
No.
No. So I'm going to challenge you all. Norma took the challenge. I've been encouraging her for a while to start showing yourself. And I hope you are not like me, because I have been my worst enemy. It wasn't until my middle daughter was doing her college application, and her and I were doing it together, and I realized I was a perfectionist and all those things that perfectionists do. So really get over yourself. I'm talking to me. So if you're anything like me, just do it, because people don't look at you the way we look at ourselves. I sometimes Norma and I'll get together. She goes, don't take a picture of me. I don't look good. I go, Norma, you're beautiful. In my eyes, you are beautiful. I don't see anything that you think isn't right. So, and that's the way people see us. They don't look at us the way we look at ourselves. We are our worst critic. So when you start getting that critical thinking, you just remember that I'm telling each and every one of you, Sandy and Carmen and Norma and Karen and Tunyshia, Rosemary and Yvette and Cathe, you're all beautiful and you all are valuable. So share yourself with the world. So the best way to do that is start doing little vignettes. And I'm going to be doing that more and more. So you guys can all go find me, Sara Hipple, Ageless. My Instagram is Sara Hipple Ageless, and my Facebook is Sara Hipple Ageless. And I've been doing more and more. It's not all Jafra, because how are they going to know me if I only show them my Jafra? I mean, I'm much more than Jafra, even though I've been doing Jafra for 46 years. And it was the first word my firstborn read was Jafra, because I had so many I had earned all over my house. I'm sure some of you had that experience too. But yeah, the Jafra logo. It was so funny. I took a whole letter. I'm like, where's Jafra? And she, like, all these words, and she goes, Jafra, and she points to the one word. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I'm going to share with you something called 5 buckets. So you're going to all want to write this down. And this is something you're going to want to work on. And it's a super simple concept. We learned this from Bella. And this is, when you think, well, what do I share? What do I share besides Jafra? So remember, people want to know you, they want to like you, and they want to trust you. So you start showing little bits of yourself. And you know what? Don't do really long things, because most people aren't going to hang out with you. Now, Cathe, our last two Feature Fridays taught us some really cool things about sun care. Each of us could pop on and just say, oh my gosh, I've been thinking about the sun. And, I could say, I'm older than I think I am, and the sun has caught up with me from my lifestyle, but I love, what Jafra's done, or just little things like, did you know that every time we put sunscreen on, we should be using an ounce? I had no idea. I've been shortchanging myself. Just all the great things Cathe's taught us. So if you want to hear that again, go back to our last Feature Friday. It's on our district page and also on our WhatsApp team group.
Let me tell you one thing about sun care.
Yes.
The last 5 customers that placed an order with me all bought sun care.
Oh.
And none of them called to order sun care.
And
They
why
called to
was
order-
that, Cathe? Why was that?
What?
Why did they buy sun care from you?
Because I told them they needed it.
So for those of you that have been with us for a while, Cathe is the queen of follow-up. And you know what? We work so hard to get new customers. We need to work equally hard to keep our customers, to stay in contact with them, to do the follow-up. And she's done a beautiful job of developing those relationships. And she didn't do it through, through social media, because she was seeing them and talking to them and calling them. And Cathe, we gave you guys a challenge about sampling. I'm sorry, we skipped that. So I'm going to regress for a minute since Cathe mentioned that. About sampling, and we gave you a challenge. We will continue the challenge if you want to do it again this month, to give out 5 different samples, follow up with the person, and give me the results, and then I have a gift for you. And it's a Jafra. It's very special. You can't get it anymore. It's a Jafra tote bag. That's a shopping bag, and it says Jafra, and it's got a big heart on it. And I might be able to grab one to show you. But Cathe wants to share with us how she sold 2 Defy sets. And how much is a Defy set, Cathe?
Well, I think the thing last time was $157. Yeah, $157.
Okay.
Because it was that special that was on last month.
Yeah. While you're sharing,
anyway,
I'm going to grab the tote bag to show everybody.
I gave 2 samples to customers that had already placed an order. And when I delivered their products, I put the sample in there. And I told them I'd really like to have them try it. And one of the customers is a lady that I've had probably for 30 years. And she's one of those 30-year customers of, I don't want to change anything. I like the way it is. And, oh no, they changed the top on this. I don't like the gold. Whatever it is that changes, she doesn't like it. And I thought this ought to be interesting. But I gave her the sample of the Defy. And I said, whenever you get a chance, give it a try, see what you think. And before I could get back to her, she called me and she ordered the set. The same way with the other lady. The other lady, not the same personality, but basically the same thing. She's already a Jafra user. She has been for a long time. But I said to her, this stuff is so good, And the one lady I sold the set to, she lives in Larry, which is out in the middle of God's world somewhere. There's nothing around, and there's no way I'm ever going to see. I've never even met this lady. And I talked to her on the phone. I didn't even give her a sample, but I was just telling her the benefits of the Defy. And all 3 of those people bought the Defy. So it's a matter of doing.
So you sold 3. So how much money did you make?
I don't know. I don't keep track.
Over $300.
Yeah.
Over 4.
Yeah. But like this lady called today. What did she order? She called and ordered the Defy moisturizer. She's the one in Tulare. And she said, I need that Defy moisturizer. And I got the new book. So I want to try that toning essence. So I said, yeah, I'm really anxious to try that too. And so I said, we'll have to compare after we get them. Anyway, I said to her, there's a couple of specials going on. And I told her about the sun care, but she didn't go for that one. She said, but I do probably need that before this summer is over. But then I showed her the new Royal Almond stuff. So I wound up, with the body wash, which is $15, and the almond in shower, which is $19. So there's another $34 just by saying, oh, by the way is the best thing to say to people. Oh, by the way, that's like you're just throwing it in there and they go for it, And like I said at the last meeting, I don't stop until they tell me stop. It's not like I push to the point where they say stop, but I, recommend stuff.
Yeah. You want
until
French
they say
fries with
no.
your hamburger, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like until they say, no, that's all I want. I'm like, okay, no problem. You know, but they're not going to buy stuff unless you tell them about it. So,
Yeah.
and one of the things you can tell them about coming up in this next book is on page 6. The Defy Hydrator is normally $81. It's on sale for $57.
Woo, that's awesome.
That is a bargain and a half. So if you have customers that are already using the Defy, call them. Say, oh my God, you need to buy at least 2 of these.
Yeah.
You know, don't ever go for one. When they call you and order something, you say, how many do you want?
So we're all gonna be Cathe's. How many do you want? By the way, so Cathe, you know, Cathe stays and she keeps her customers. How long have you had some of your clients?
I have quite a few of them that started with me, and that was 45 years ago. And they live in Burbank. I moved away from the valley, and I moved up here to the middle of nowhere land. And I tried to give them away to consultants that I had in the area, and they all came back. They said, you know, I can count on you, even though the difference in, you know, being farther away. You know, people rely on you ordering when you say you're going to order. My clients know that I order every Friday. So they'll call before Friday, or they'll call on Friday and they go, am I too late? But they don't know that I don't really order till Sunday night. But
you've given them an expectation, so that's awesome.
Right. And your clients need to know that, you know, hey, if you're only ordering once a month, they need to know that so that they can be prepared to get what they need for the next month. Mm-hmm. But if you really try to place an order every week,
yeah,
you know,
okay, this is
self.
Okay, tell me if you can see this. I don't know why everything's out of focus today. Can you see this bag?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a black cloth Jafra bag, and it's, well, I thought I had it does have a heart. It's up here. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some choices because obviously Rosemary doesn't have any samples yet. So I'm going to give you some choices of things you can do because it really, my goal is to get you to build your business so you can make some money, so you can buy more Jafra, so you can go do something fun, right? Okay, so here's your choices. You can either continue with the sampling, you know, give out 5 samples and follow up. Okay, and then share it. You can just text me, hey, I did it and this is what happened. The other thing you can do is you can go live. Now, when I say live, I don't mean you have to push the live button. I mean, you can do something in one of these buckets I'm going to share with you. So I'm going to share that in a minute. That was a good commercial though, Cathe. Thank you, because we forgot. But you can, I want to challenge you to do 1 or 2. I'm not going to, and really, I'm talking 30 seconds, you know, 30 seconds to a minute. Or maybe it can be a couple minutes. I just did one the other day on this really cool wine bottle that the wine got drank it, and I just loved it. I couldn't get rid of it. And I filled it up with, you know how hard it is to find food color? Have you tried to look for food color? They don't sell food color anymore. They sell color paste because they don't realize, well, maybe at Easter, now they're calling it Easter egg coloring. The little drops that we all grew up with. Yeah. And I tried to look for it, and it was like a little paste that you add to the frosting. And I'm like, that's not what I want. But I did find it finally. Anyways, so, and I just, the whole thing is rather than post the picture, it's about moving. Now I'm learning a little more, so I figured out to put some music and stuff. And so, but it's really, so they're going, oh, Sara likes fish in the ocean, you know. So that's an example. And then the third challenge, so you get to do one of these. You just let me know you did it, and guess what? Woohoo! Just pop me a text and your email, your address, and it's real easy to mail. See, I can just fold it up and boop. Pop it in. The third thing you can do is sponsor someone before the end of the month, because we have a $10 consultant case. Don't you know somebody who needs a side hustle, who can use an extra? Did you know that most people are $300 away from bankruptcy, or maybe lose? I mean, all those people that can't pay their rent the end of July, that rent protection is going to be gone. Who do you know who can use some money? You know, it's really fun to build a business with a friend. You know, to go to those little trips together with a friend, to just hang out together, go to lunch. You know, Norm and I used to meet at the beach in Carpinteria. Like, oh, I love these Jafra meetings. You know, so it's just fun. You get to hang out with your girlfriends. So those are you can do one of those 3 things, and if you want to do all of them, like, let me know, and I got lots of surprises I can share with you. Okay, so back to our 5 buckets. Okay, your 5 buckets are the 5 things in your life that define you. And I'm going to tell you what mine are. And this isn't all of you, but like if I thought of you, I might think of these different things. There's things that are important to you, and they're going to help you decide, what do I write on Facebook? What do I write on Instagram? How do I show myself? So these are my 5 buckets. And hold on, I'm going to get I had my little worksheet in so number 1 for me personally is my faith and my relationship with God. So number 2 is my family. And a lot of you said that about family and staying in touch. And, your family could be, could be your grandkids, your children, your relatives in Italy, whatever, because you can take each of these categories and you can break it down. Okay. For me, another one that represents me is gardening. I love to garden. I love to be outside. I get a lot of joy from that. So then, so I put fun in gardening because those to me go together, but it may not to you. And then another one is what?
I can show you all my dead plants.
There we go. So that might be one of yours, Cathe.
Yeah.
Okay, another one of mine is RV life. For those of you that don't know, I'm a full-time RVer. So RV life. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually have 6, but this is me. And for business, I'm a yacht broker. So I sell yachts and RVs, and I get to do a lot of fun things and be by the water. So that's one, and also my Jafra business. I'm really into health and skincare and giving people the gift of youthfulness, because I've had way too many birthdays, and I want to feel like the young person I feel on the inside, right? And then for me, my 6th one I added is health, because I'm at this, I just watched my father-in-law in the last couple of years pass away. My mom just passed away in the fall. And I'm looking at my heredity and going, okay, what am I going to do to be in charge of my health? And how am I going to be changing things? So that's a real big interest to me in how I live out my life. And so those would be my 5 buckets. I'm just giving you an example of what is important to me. And so, so I just, we had a little worksheet. This is, I don't know if you can see it, but that's my worksheet. So basically it's your 5 buckets. It's 5 topics, and then you break them down into what does that mean when we talk about, those different things. And then it just gives you things that you can write about or talk about, or, sun care can go in 2 categories. It could go with my outdoor life because I like to garden and be outdoors, but it can also go with the, health and skincare and staying younger longer. That's why ageless kind of, for me, represents all of those buckets. That's why I chose that, because it can encompass my yachts and my RVs and all the things that represent who I am. So that, I hope that helps you. And I want to challenge you all to write out your 5 buckets. Just get a piece of paper and start writing it out. So when you sit down and you go, oh, I don't know what I'm going to post. And it's funny because I put this in a safe place. And today I was organizing all my papers because I got a big claim I got to put in by tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, I know I have this paper. And in my head, I knew what it was, but I don't know. There's something about being able to look at it and go, oh yeah, do. And so, but I hope when you look at what I show of myself, those things, you can kind of see, yeah, that's who Sara is. And people are going to connect with me, and that maybe for one of those reasons. And what's really interesting is, and Diana Driggs is a really good one for this. Maybe we can get her on as a guest speaker one time. But I talked about make it where you spend it. And the QR code and the branding and all of that's perfect for me. You know, how do you meet people? How do you make it where you spend your time and your money? And so, and I probably shared that along the way, but that's what my talk was in Palm Springs. But so, you know, and the other thing is that's really, really important is you have to interact with people. Don't just go, oh, that's nice. That's nice. If people, you know, if they like something or they like your page or they respond to them, hey, thanks for joining me. Because then what you're doing is you're starting a conversation. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like making eye contact with someone and saying hi. And then you might look at them. My mom always taught me if I have something nice to say, I should say it. So if I looked at Norma, I love curly hair. So I go, oh, I love your curly hair. And then we might connect and we might start talking, you know. And so, but you can do the same thing on, you know, social media. You know, they respond, they connect with you, you respond to them. And then if it gets, you know, you're talking, then you say, hey, let's go to direct message. Then you go over to direct message and you can, it's kind of like saying, hey, we're at this big party, let's go over there and visit. You know, you're kind of going out from the public into, you know, and visiting in a different spot. So she can talk about the value of that and how that works. But does that help you all?
Just to give you some input on what you're talking about, branding yourself. There's a gal in our Monday night small group with church, and she sells Arbonne, and we're good friends now. But she is always several times a week doing little live clips, and she'll do it in her car. And so now we know she's not always talking about Arbonne. She's not always pushing Arbonne, but she got a new puppy 5 months ago. And so she's always talking about him. And, you know, that's how she's branding herself. She posts all positive things. So I can relate to what you're saying. And this seems to be the style of training that many companies are sharing about branding.
Right.
So, and I'm seeing her do exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So now if you didn't know her through your Bible study, but you just kind of happen upon her or whatever, are you getting to know her?
Yes, she's so sweet. She has such a good heart. And
you like her, right?
Yes.
And you probably, as you see more of her, you probably are trusting her, right?
If there wasn't a conflict of interest with our two skincares, I might even sign up for Arbonne. I mean, and I could, you know, just between us.
Well, we're really not, especially, we're really not supposed to do two businesses that are in the same category, but, because that would be.
The fizzes and some of the healthy things that she drinks.
That's right. They have more than just skincare. I forgot. Sorry about that.
She never talks about the skincare.
Oh, really?
She's had health issues and she's ended up in the hospital. And
wow.
Arbonne's diet helped her to heal her body.
That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, so hopefully we've opened your mind, and I just want to challenge you all to, and I'm talking to Sara Hipple right now, get over yourself and just do it. Because the way you get comfortable is you just do it. Because when I see other people post things and are showing themselves, I mean, they need to see your face. They need to see your face. They need to see your personality so that they can get to know you, like you, trust you, and then want to do business with you. I know Norma just told us she was out for a walk with her neighbor. What happened, Norma, when you were out for a walk? Someone who wasn't really interested in Jafra initially. You've known her for a long time.
She came to my place several years ago. We do yard sales together. I try to do it to promote the fact that she likes us to do them in our neighborhood. And I brought up Jafra one year and she said, oh, we do Mary Kay. And so I've never talked to her personally about Jafra because she does Mary Kay, I thought. And the other day, I had a customer just out of blue at 6:45 in the morning text me, I'm turning 65 today and because of Jafra, I have no wrinkles. And so I was sharing that with her because we start walking at 7 a.m. and I just got this at 6:45 a.m. And so I was telling her how cute that was. And when I said Royal Jelly, she says, oh, Royal Jelly. I like stuff from the bees. I like honey. I like, you know, blah, blah, blah. She says, and so I was telling her that years ago, our Royal Jelly was just that 1 ounce bottle and it was just the moisturizer in that 1 ounce bottle. And now Royal Jelly is throughout all of our skincare. It's in all the products and all the lines. And so, you know, like I was telling you, Rosemary, you said I'm not a salesperson. And I said, when you love something, you can't help sharing and talking about it. So here I go blah, blah, about Royal Jelly on our walk. And then she's like, you know, I like honey stuff in Royal Jelly. Can I have some samples? And I'm like, oh yeah. So, you know, you never know when things are going to change for somebody.
Yeah. And that's, you know, that's a good example, Norma, of us just being there, because when the, you know, they say it's kind of like when you buy a car and you've never noticed those cars and all of a sudden you notice every single, I have a Prius now. I notice all the Priuses now, you know, or something like that. Have you guys all had that happen where you never noticed anything and all of a sudden it's a part of your life and then you notice them all? So that's part of us being in front of people. And by the way, I do have to share a little plug for Karen. Karen in her origami owls has these really cute little bees. And I know she bought some extra to bring with her and she
like to buy one.
Yeah, so if you guys want to get cute little bee, talk to Karen. She's got some cute little bees you can get from her. And so anyways,
Very good.
Can you show them? What's your little bee? Can we see it? Yeah, can we see the bee?
Let me see.
I like everything bees.
Teeny charms that go in little lockets that she sells.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and at one point when we were district manager, when I became a district manager, they gave us a little locket and it had like different little things in there. And she gave me that and I'm like, oh, I'm going to put it in my little Jafra locket. It's so cute, fluttering around inside of my little thing. Okay, let's see if we can see it. Oh, she's got the cutest. Put it on your palm of your hand.
That's cute.
Okay, hold. Okay, we can't see it.
Locket
farther.
Oh, okay. Wait, I can kind of see it. Wait. Okay.
Oh, it's adorable.
It's super.
I can't see it.
Really got a little black dog on the head.
Oh,
that is so cute.
Can you see? Yeah, he goes in a little locket. So
yeah, maybe you can take a picture and put it on our district page so we can see it and let them know what it runs if they want to get one from you. Because we're always looking for bee things, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we love Royal. You know, that's really what sets Jafra apart is, I mean, there's lots of things, but Royal Jelly is our claim to fame. And from the very beginning. And now, like Norma said, it's in all of our products. And even my husband's we've been together for 49 years and I've been with Jafra for 46. So he's been using Royal Jelly for 46 years and he looks pretty good for a 66-year-old.
Oh man.
For an old man.
Anyways, thank you all for joining us tonight. Norma and Cathe and I were planning this and we're like, we just can't do everything in an hour. So, you know, hey, Tunyshia, we're going to give ourselves an hour and a half, but if we finish sooner,
Don't forget that you asked Yvette to talk about the little containers.
Oh, Yvette, I did. Yvette, thank you. Hey, I need all the help I can get. Yvette, talk about the little containers.
okay. So I got these little containers and they come in a pack like this. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
they
lost
come
you.
in at oh,
Yvette, there you
am
are.
I okay? Sorry, they come
Hold
in
it
a little
right in-
3-pack like
hold
this.
it right in front of your body. That way we can see it. Yeah, there we
Can
go.
you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 3 little containers like this, and I'm going to open it so you can see. It comes with a little spatula, which I kept. I didn't give the spatula away because I put it in my kit. So if I do a party, I can use it to put little samples out and stuff. But if you open the containers, they have the little insert inside so that it keeps all of the products in place. And what I did is I filled them up with the Royal Almond lotion, and I gave them out as samples. So I sent 3 of them with my son to Tennessee to give to friends back there and stuff. And I gave some out at like the Walmart. And I was telling people with summer being here and with hand washing and everything else, this is small enough you can stick it in your apron pocket at work, or in your purse, or in diaper bag if you've got the kids, or like in your bike pack if you're going biking, and you can take it with you everywhere. And my thought was, if they try this, they're going to fall in love with it.
Yep.
So then they can ask me, okay, I want more. How do I get more? So
And how
I've
much
been
did you
giving them
pay?
out.
Did you say how much you paid for those?
The 3-pack of these, the little containers, I get for $1 at the Dollar Tree store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree store. And then I got 3 of these. They're like I don't know how many ounces they are. Looking to see.
3
But I
ounces.
filled, yeah, something like that. But I know you can take them with you when you travel. And that's the nice thing about these little ones, is you can carry them with you when you travel. But I gave these out to a couple of people that had ordered from me. And I gave it to them. It's just like a little thank you gift,
Oh,
so that
that's
they could
nice.
try the lotion and see how they like it, and if so, they could order it from me.
That's good. Thank you. That's awesome. So let me just share something with you that was on Vic. You guys all know who Vicky Hacking is?
Mhm.
So Karen, you do, because you were at Palm Springs. So Vicky Hacking is is one of the ambassadors in Jafra, which is the highest level. And she has a lot of, when Norma shares, Norma will post her Saturday meetings, and they break down all the specials and stuff. But they did a meeting where they talked about sampling. And I just want to share with you Jafra's position. So this is an FYI for your information, is at one point we used to all do samples. And at one point Jafra told us they didn't want us to do samples because there's no quality control on it. And so that's why Jafra started making samples for us. And so, but they don't have samples of everything, right, Yvette? So yeah, so I just want to share with you, just to be cautious. This was kind of a follow-up, that legally, if we give out samples, we're not protected because it's not a Jafra sample. It's us giving a sample. So just, realize that, and, just be aware. And so, I think Jafra, and they can't regulate if they're really clean and how they're done and all that stuff. So just beware in how you do it. People are doing it. I'm just telling you. But just beware. Yeah, just beware, and just say, okay, if I do this, it's my thing, and and who you give it to and how you give it, because it's it's not something that's sterile and all that. Jafra, like the ones that we purchased from Jafra, but we used to all do the little almond stuff, right, and all of those. So I just, it's my obligation to share that with all of you, just to let you know. And they did kind of a follow-up to their training, and that was a follow-up. So, I just want to share Jafra's position on that. But, still, when you do get, it is wonderful to give out samples. I can guarantee you, if we gave a little sample of the ginger sea salt, we would sell that like crazy. Because
that's exactly what came to my mind. If you guys got the August brochure, On page 6 and 7, there's the staff picks, and the ginger and body scrub is so wonderful. The aromatherapy is so nice. I think that's what I'm going to be doing this month, is making samples of that and giving that out.
Yeah.
But we didn't hear that.
Yeah, we didn't hear that. La 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 la.
Oh, thank you.
We just won't tell anybody when we give out the samples.
Yeah. Well, but you can text me your results if you're looking for a free bag. That's okay to do that. But no, I appreciate that you're keeping everything sterile and nice, and that you're not taking old containers and washing them out. And those are definitely a big no. You guys probably know that, right? So, but
or your cat hasn't been drinking out of them.
Yeah, exactly. But there's some really cool staff picks in the brochure, and I really like that. And one of the things that was really cute, I'm going to post it somewhere, but for those of you that have been going to Palm Springs for years, do you remember Mary? Mary is the district director. Her district plans this Palm Springs. It's not a company event, but the company supports it. And that's why, you know, Judith, the general manager, and the, you know, head of the sales training were there. And I know they donated a lot to the auction. And they, hey, did you go to the auction, Karen?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I think Debbie Yingling bought everything at the auction anyways. So she got some really nice sample containers too. But anyways, so do you guys remember Mary's granddaughter, Faith? And she would get up and sing. She was really little.
Yeah.
You remember her at all? Well, she is turning 18. I think she was going to be 18 in 3 days. And she is going to be, she's going to be joining Jafra. And they did a cute little thing of her sharing her favorite products. Because, you know, sometimes we just get stuck in our age category and what we love and what we're using. And it was just fun to hear her point of view. Oh, I use, you know, this, and I use that, and I never go without this. And they were pulling it out of the bag. So that was really fun. Did you like that, Karen?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and she sang a song she wrote, and she is beautiful. She's not a little girl anymore. She's a beautiful young woman, and she sang a song for us that she wrote, and I'm going to post that probably on my Facebook. But anyways, so I want to thank you all for joining us. It's 7:30. It's been fun hanging out with you. Look forward, lots of text messages. Rosemary, you're going to be joining us in the business?
Yes.
Ah, woo!
Yes.
Awesome.
Woo-hoo!
We're excited to have
Welcome to the family.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So we're the Jafra Pro District, and we're, you know, there's a lot of people in Jafra, but this is our team, and there's more of us, but we're the ones that like to get together every couple of weeks. And so anyways, welcome. We're excited to have you. And so I'm going to look forward to hearing from all of you. If you haven't registered for Palm Springs, for Jafra's National Conference, it starts this next Wednesday, a couple hours each day until Friday. But get registered. Yes.
Is it going to be a Zoom like this that we can see a gallery of who's there?
You know, I don't know. I'm trying to remember how they did it when I'm not sure.
I think that would be a really, really big gallery. Because you're talking hundreds of people.
Yeah, I've actually attended a thing recently where they had to build a special screen and you could see people. I don't know. That's a really good question, Norma. But yeah, it starts Wednesday. It's about 2.5 hours each day until we get to Friday. And Friday is going to be the gala, and we can all look pretty from the waist up. We wear our pajama bottoms and our I look forward to seeing you all on there. But so that finish strong. Get your $400 order in. Are you raising your hand, Cathe?
No.
Oh, get your $400 order in. We want to all be wearing our beautiful teal watches, Jafra watches. $400 a month. There might be something, you know, we don't want you buying stock. We want you making money. But sometimes there's something on special that we either want more of, like right now, the precious protein, right? We want more of, or we know we can sell it. I know I use about one of those ginger sea salt body rubs. So when it's on special, I always stock up for myself. But, or if you have a customer that's using things and you're like, oh, I'm going to buy it. And then you sell it to them at the regular price. So you're making more than 50%. So, but I really encourage you to do that. And one thing you might want to do is if you normally place a $300 order, multiply that times 40% or 60% is what you pay and see what it costs you. You're usually only paying a little bit more to get, because a $400 order costs you $200, right? I think a $300 order at, I'm just guessing, I did not do this, at 40%, I think it's $175. Someone has a calculator, you can tell me. So see what I'm saying? It's just a little different, and it can be accumulative. So if you've already placed a $300 order, you can place another $100 order and you're at 400. It's cumulative. Or if someone ordered on your website, that adds to your 400. So that's how you qualify for the 400.
Right.
So any questions before we go?
Nope.
I'm so glad you all got to be here.
Me too. Okay, we'll see you. We will be all on the Jafra National Conference on Wednesday. We'll have a lot to talk about. So Friday is going to be, we're going to use that as our meeting, and then we're going to go back to the every other week after that. Okay. Thank you all. I'm going to look forward to your texts so I can start putting some things in the mail. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a nice weekend.
Have a great weekend and a
Glad
great
to see
week.
you with us, Rosemary.
Thank you.
Bye,
Have a nice
everybody.
weekend.
Have a nice
Very
weekend,
nice meeting
everybody.
you.
Nice to meet you too, Rosemary. Can't wait to meet you in person.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.